What's up, everybody? It's Kiore, and I am so glad to just really dive in and let y'all know what I've been working on because, to be honest, I have been in my zone. And when I say I've been in my zone, I mean my mind has just been on this journey of not just trying to figure out, okay, God, what is it that you're actually saying to me? But second of all, I've been on the road for some time now. I'm having a lot of great experiences, but when I come home, what am I gonna have to show for this time? I'm gonna need you to make it make sense. And I'm gonna tell you something. I actually love asking questions of God. I love challenging Him. Like, one thing that I would say that really embodies who I am as a person is I want to know. And I don't just want to know, I want to understand. And so all I can say is He came through. He came through. He let me know what this plan is. He let me know what I'm focused on. And basically, when it all was said and done, He was like, Kiore, I'm going to need you to show people. I'm going to need you to just show people what I did for you. And I'm going to need you to tell people how they can do it for themselves. And I'm like, well, if that's what you're saying, do, are you sure you want me to have all the details? All of the details, even the stuff that might potentially offend people, because I know how easily people are offended. And it's like, yes, I want you to just put it all out on the line, because at the end of the day, none of these people are paying you. None of these people are calling you. None of these people are making it so that you can live a more prosperous, free-flowing life. You don't owe anyone anything in this lifetime. And you know what? Yeah, I guess that's true, And at the end of the day, I would say, I love talking so much. I'm tired of being afraid. In fact, I'm ready to say some real stuff on the camera and see not just, if anyone else has had the same experience, because obviously I know they have. That's the thing about being a genuine person who cares and who's a problem solver and who shows people grace. They attract people who know that you are willing to help them solve a problem and you're not going to make them feel bad about it. So the number of people whose stories I am aware of who are constantly done dirty in the workplace, in their relationship, in their home life, I'm like, as a people, we all have to do better. And not only does this apply to their stories, it applies to mine. And not only does it apply to my story, some of the stuff I've done to other people, and I had to not just repent and ask God for forgiveness, but I had to do the work to ask people to forgive me. I had to do the work to exit places with grace. I had to do the work to say, maybe I wasn't right about that. Or maybe I had the right heart about it, but I really delivered it the wrong way. Because at the end of the day, I do believe it's not really about what's right and wrong. It's about what do you learn. And so I try my hardest that when I'm out of line on something, whether I know it today or whether I know it 2 weeks from now, I want to be an honorable individual. And so I'm going to say something about it. And I'm going to make it as right as I can. And then I'm going to move forward and I'm going to let it go. And I think we all have to be that way. And so I'm just saying up front, it's not going to be my goal to offend anyone. But when people hold stuff in, that's how they get burnt out. And when I look around the world right now, all I see are people feeling burned out everywhere. Feeling I don't know why I'm in this relationship. I don't know why I'm at this job. I don't know why I live in this city. I don't know why I'm friends with this person. Whatever it is, you name it. People are filled with regret. And at the end of the day, I know we like to say no, we don't have any regrets. We live with no regrets. We even make jokes about it because, there's a movie that's No Regrets. And it's yeah, keep on laughing. You laughing and stuff ain't funny. You laughing and you're hurting inside. You're laughing and you feel suffocated. You're laughing and you feel alone. Why are you laughing? It's always so interesting, you know? But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for what's getting ready to come next. And so if you are someone who feels like, yo, life does get whacked sometimes. And not only does it get whacked sometimes, but like I'm just tired. Like I'm tired of feeling how I'm feeling. I'm tired of not knowing what to do. I'm tired of feeling like not only is there not a right answer, but like I'm not even sure I have the energy to figure it out. I've been there, and not only have I been there, like I have lived there, and I personally have gotten to the point where I was like, yo, it's so bad. And because I'm trying to be a better person and not really trip over the little things, what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just let it all crash and burn. And when it crashes and burns, then I will have the blank slate that I need to actually do something different. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I actually ran into a lady that day that I had met in the most wild way. Off Instagram, someone who lives in the Netherlands, who just happened to be in the States, going to a transformation conference. I was moving from Boston. I had just went to the transformation conference. It was my birthday, but I was moving in with my friend in Dallas. When I moved in with my friend in Dallas, I just happened to see a message online, and I was like, hey, we should get lunch, you know? And she's like, yeah, I'm vegan. You want to try a vegan place? And she's like, yeah. We get together. Next thing you know, she tells me she thought I had some unresolved trauma, of course. I was offended. How are you going to tell me I have unresolved trauma and I don't even know you? You know? But that's the thing about being worn out sometimes. Just because you don't feel like you're worn out doesn't mean that the world doesn't see that you're worn out. And you know what? It's not a good look. You don't feel good about it that way. And people don't receive you well that way. And ultimately, like, nobody wins. So at the end of the day, when this happens, like, if somebody's going to win, like, you should win. You shouldn't just tell yourself you're winning. You should actually feel like you're winning. And what she told me that day was, hey, I know you feel like things are tough right now, because at the end of the day, we actually did get into some of my story. She's like, you know, I know things are tough right now. She was like, but your life doesn't just crash and burn. Like, you let your life crash and burn. Like, it's a choice. And it was really that blunt, harsh challenge that she had, like, put toward me for me to, like, really take a second and think, like, dang, like, I actually have already tried everything. Like, you're telling me that I'm not doing something, or you're telling me that it's a choice, and I went through all the thoughts in my mind. I've moved across the country with some guy and with my best friends. I'm going through all of my savings. You know, I'm trying to figure out what to do next. I'm starting this business. I don't know what to do. And then she's just like, I'm gonna help you. And so basically, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm getting ready to tell some true stories about me in the workplace, me at home, me in my personal life, me in my social life, and I'm gonna just see who's out there who can relate, because at the end of the day, like, being burned out, that's no good. And I'm blessed to have gone from that position 3 years ago to where I am now. And I'm excited to just show y'all pictures of where I've been pretty much the last 6 to 8 months. I haven't been super around or super posting on social media, and I wasn't really sure why, but you know what? Someone told me actually a few months ago, maybe a year ago, they were like, you know, at the right time, God shows up. And that's what I think happened. And so, yeah, if you're someone who's like, Joy, let's hear your story. Let's hear your story and see, like, let's see how it all worked out for you. Because right now I'm not really feeling it, or maybe you're just curious, or maybe you want to prove me wrong and you feel like I don't have anything cool to say. I'm not looking to say anything cool. I'm looking to hopefully challenge a few people and their perspective and just really help them see that when you're in a moment like this, you got to give yourself some grace. You know, you really do have to give yourself some grace. And so I'm going to show you all a little bit of my life and tell you all a little bit about my story and how I overcame. And hopefully that will just encourage you to hope in yourself and give yourself some grace. But hey, stay tuned though. Stay tuned though, because I'm getting ready to start dropping videos. I'm not going to say daily, but multiple times a week, because I have a vision for this year, and it starts with just like giving all the play-by-play, and so you don't want to miss a thing. You really don't want to miss a thing. And in the meantime, what I would like for you to do is be sure to follow me on Instagram, maybe Facebook, and when I make sure the rest of my socials are up, I will give you all those as well. But I will talk to y'all soon.